Okay, this is the league that I'm in, that I created. I am the league manager, and this is my first week matchup results. This is Gridiron Kings, and I'm Mr. Talk Slick here. Let's look at the matchup and see what happened. It started off good. Lamar Jackson came out and gave more than what he was projected to do. And, I was expecting that too, but I was kind of hesitant to draft Lamar because he was actually my first pick as a quarterback. And I'll explain how everything went with the draft when I do my draft recap. And I'll do that after week 5, after the first bye week. Now, we see here, he did put up, he put up some points. He put up some points, but as everyone experienced week 1, there were some, which we may call lackluster performances from especially the tight end position. A lot of people suffered from the tight end position, but others also suffered wide receiver, running backs week 1. Some people didn't play in the preseason. Chemistries was off, so we could understand what may have happened. But let's take a look at everything that happened here with his lineup. Boom. Okay, outperformed, underperformed, outperformed, way under. Again, tight end, way under. And that's just wide receiver. And we know throughout the rest of this year, he's going to get usage. And I believe Tony Pollard was the star of that game. Let's see, as far as points is concerned. Outperformed, you see. Whoa, underperformed, of course, gave nothing. No help. And kicker underperformed. Myself, I was very, very excited about Josh Allen. Yes, I said it before. I based a lot of my draft off of Allen and his tight end Kincaid. I also grabbed one of the receivers, put him on the bench just to see how usage goes throughout the season, so I can put him in the flex area here and there, depending upon the matchup, depending upon my projection of his usage. Now, he overperformed very good, and this is what I thought. Like I said, I started out with wanting to draft Lamar Jackson because he's mobile. Then I thought, what Josh Allen has to do to become proficient this season, losing his top 2 receivers. He gonna have to use them wheels. He gonna have to use them legs. He gonna have to move. He gonna get a lot of touches. Well, touches, he's the quarterback. He's gonna get a lot of touchdowns. When it comes to that red zone goal line, I know he's the one going in. So I said, you know what? Looking at their schedule, they have sort of a weaker schedule as far as defensive opponents is concerned, as to what Lamar Jackson and the Ravens have. They match up, of course, their division alone, the Steelers and Cleveland. So we got 2 banging defenses right there that they got to go up against twice. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to lay off of that combination because I did want Matthews as well. And I'm going to roll with Josh Allen. And I banked both of the leagues I'm in off of Josh Allen and Kincaid. Let's go down the line. He overperformed. Mixon, I got a lot of backlash on Mixon from the people in the league. Oh, he's washed up. Oh, he's not going to do nothing. They got about 5 running backs over there. Overperformed. Thank you, Mixon. Here we go. All right. I put Mostert in. I had a choice for Singletary, Dobbins. And I just said, you know what? I'm going to go with Mostert because of the matchup. I'm thinking that, H ain't going to be out there as far as receiver. They're going to put him in the backfield. He's going to get some goal line touches. Underperformed. Wrong. Jefferson, he did almost about average from what he was projected to do, but he still underperformed. And we go here, oh yes, A.J. Brown. I always love A.J. Brown. I try to get A.J. Brown every draft. I was number 9 in this draft. So yes, he was available. Actually, the combination with Justin Jefferson and A.J. Brown were the first 2 picks I got. And I was kind of surprised that they both was there. Being at number 9, that no one grabbed either one of them. Well, thank you. And okay, we talked about the tight ends. Underperformed in that game right there. Like I showed you before, right here. My quarterback overperformed. He did a lot with his legs. He really wasn't particularly looking at anyone to pass to on the regular. So he passed to whoever he could at the time, whoever was open, which goes to show me that once he grabs a star, that they're going to be the star. As of right now, he's went into survival mode, win mode. He did exactly what I knew he was going to do. That's why I drafted him. He went to use himself as that guy. And thank you. Okay, now we get to Neighbors. Underperformed. And I know they put him at 14, not knowing that how he was going to do. He's a rookie. And Daniel Jones, I don't know, he is who he is, and I'm a Giants fan. And is he who he is? I don't know. Is he showing us? When they say somebody show you who they are, you believe them. Not sure. Should they bench him? Should they keep him in? Give him another chance. Go up against Washington this week. And now Washington does allow a lot of points to receivers. So we get to see if Daniel Jones can bounce back. And I'm not even like a fan of the backup quarterbacks. I would have been loving if we still had Teller. But I'm not really a fan of the backup quarterbacks. However, is it like, do you wait too long to bench him? Now this week he come out and he performed exactly the way Derek Carr did against him. You come out and you do your thing. You come out and get 4 or 5 touchdowns, and then okay, now you looking like you're supposed to look, against that team. And now we are going to week 3 and make a decision there, because it's up and down ain't gonna work either. We gotta get above average play from you right now. You on the line, and everybody can see it, and the coach too, and he ain't trying to get up out of there because of you and his decision to keep you in there. So it's gonna be tough. But guess what, Neighbors, I still believe in you, and I know you're gonna come through for me. So I'm leaving you in for this next week matchup. Okay, we go to IU. That game right there, San Fran was on fire without McCaffrey. But guess what? They chose to do more groundwork, and when they did throw the ball, they still was throwing it to like Debo, even though they was using him on the ground as well. No particular receiver went off. So, I still expect him to get me some points later on, but guess what? Underperformed. Falcons defense against Pittsburgh. I'm thinking Pittsburgh's offense wasn't, they didn't know who they wanted as quarterback in preseason. I didn't understand if they was going to be good or not. I thought Russ was playing, so I chose Atlanta's defense. And guess what? Fields came out and they kept moving the ball to get into field goal range, and that gave me low points. Underperformed. Now my kicker came through for me. Now kicker was a last minute. I had to go to the waivers because the kicker that I drafted, he got hurt, a groin injury or something from the Colts. So I had to get a new kicker before the game, and he came through for me. I'm thankful for that. I always liked this kicker anyway. I just took the Colts kicker because his bye week was later on in the season. Now, this week is wrapped up. I did come out with a victory. Yeah, that's right, a victory. And I'm very excited about this next upcoming week because, again, I shifted and moved around my lineup just a little bit to get ready for this upcoming week. And I will share that with you. Waiver Wednesdays, I'll be back. This is Helmets and Hunches, Fantasy Field View. I'm Mr. Talks Hood. I'll see you again.